Là, effectivement. Oui, on fait là, ouais.
Yep.
So we're gonna go around the. You see how big the military area is here. Still military grounds, huh? So very well guarded, and still belongs to the military here. They have when we have men killed in combat, because we don't have any wars now, but we are present in different scenes, war scenes, and with something happening, then someone dies, then they have the commemorations here. That's always very solemn. So still a special place here. There's invalids.
I don't remember seeing that.
Well,
She was talking about
also the military hospital that's here is 100 beds left here. I remember there was a man, I think he's died, I haven't seen him in a couple of years. There was a man from the Second World War, a Frenchman, war invalid as well. He had lost his two legs. He was often sitting in a wheelchair. And he often was around, was talking to the tourists. It was really nice and telling stories and blah, blah, blah. I haven't seen him in a long time now, but he lived there, was taken care of. And also, now it's more of a training hospital, but came well to use when we had the Bataclan attack in 2015. And because this terrorist attack, they shot the young people with Kalashnikovs and stuff like that. So the normal hospitals doctors, they didn't know how to treat. They was like warlike wounds. But they had the expertise here. So the worst wounded people came here, and 22 of them, and they were all saved. All of them survived. Look here on the right hand side, you see very soon in the garden here, you see the Thinker, which is a really famous statue by Auguste Rodin. Can you see the Thinker there on the right? He's sitting there with his back against us, thinking about life, maybe death, love. Maybe just thinking, where did I put my clothes again? I've forgotten. I don't know. We don't know what he's thinking. He's thinking about something, that's for sure. This is the Rodin Museum. It's a really nice, very small museum. We're going to come around here. You're going to see the cannons in front. Those cannons were actually stolen on the 14th of July, 1789. And this was a time when we had French Revolution, of course, the Bastille Day. We celebrate every year with a big parade on the Champs-Élysées. And they actually stole the cannons from here, dragged them all over the city to Bastille, which is on the opposite side. And then when they came there, they wanted to shoot with them. They had forgotten to bring the gunpowder, so they couldn't use them. It was a bit stupid. But they could scare people with them, so it was okay. And they would be put back. So they're actually historical cannons from the French Revolution. Well, they're from before that, but you can see them here, coming on the left-hand side. And if you also, this is so sad, because you know, here up until a couple of months, I don't know, there used to be rabbits skipping away around here, really, really cute rabbits. And up until February, March, there were so many of them because they couldn't get out, they couldn't get in. So they were a bit inbred as well, the poor things. And the city of Paris said, we have to do something with this. And they said, we're not going to kill them, but we're going to bring them away, we're going to capture them. And they did this in the middle of the night. And then they said, we have spoken to a farmer with a really big countryside, the farmer, not a small farm. And he have place for all the rabbits. So we're bringing them there so they can live in the countryside. Doesn't it ring a bell? You know, when your parents had an animal that died and say, no, don't worry, the dog is living on the farm, he's happy, running in the grass.
Right.
So we think they killed them, but we don't know. The poor rabbits from the invalid dog. But they say that they live on the farm somewhere outside of Paris now. Le prochain. Parce qu'ici c'est risqué parce que c'est trop de trop. Tu peux si tu veux, mais ouais. Là c'est plus grand. Ouais, ne prenons pas de risque. On va éviter la merde et on va tomber direct sur Boulevard Saint-Germain. C'est bon. Ma rue favorite à Paris. Parce que c'est derrière l'Assemblée nationale. Donc il y a personne qui se gare mal parce qu'ils sont enlevés 3 secondes après. Tellement contrôlé. So we're going to turn now. We're going to go on. See, everything's closed here for the Olympics, and instead of going down to the messy area, we are going to take a right straight away here. And we're going on my favorite street in Paris. This is my favorite street because it's always clear and open, because it's just behind our Congress, Assemblée Nationale. So it's so heavily guarded. There's no one here. You see the cameras everywhere, the French flags and everything. Everything is official buildings. So if someone parks badly here, they will be taken away in like 2 seconds, that's for sure. So it's pretty. Look at this. One of the few streets in Paris is always clear. You see the cameras everywhere here. Don't do anything stupid here, that's for sure. But here on the left-hand side, you see this is where the politicians, in the National Assembly, that vote all the laws. They come in here, and then the next gate as well. And there are 577 of them that sit working here. And if you take a look now on the left-hand side, you will actually be able to look into the courtyard a little bit. You see a little bit of the courtyard there. Yeah, that's the back entrance of the Congress House. And we are continuing now and going towards your restaurant. Should be on time, but as you have seen, the traffic here is not reliable at all anymore. But cross your fingers now. It's going to be okay, I think. I'm coming down the Saint-Germain-des-Prés area again, where we actually drove before. So we'll pass by there. That is, we think, the best way to come to your restaurant. So down the side it's so messy with the by the river. It's one of the worst places in Paris at this time of the day. Quai de Ripon, droite. Once it took me from Concorde to Châtelet, it took me 1.5 hours. Once. Restaurant that we want to try. No. Where are you going tomorrow? Versailles?
Tomorrow we have a bridge day, Versailles in the morning, Louvre at 2 p.m. and dinner and second cruise to wrap up the day. And the day after we are leaving to travel.
What time?
4:30.
Do you have
Earlier the better.
do you have a guided tour of the Louvre or no? Good. Remember, for those maybe some need a wheelchair, there are they can actually for free. They their passports if they need, and they maybe they will help them get around, or they just do it very easily.
What I wanted to ask you is, I know there's like half an hour to 20 minutes to transit,
Yeah,
but only after or also in advance.
depends on how much people there.
Because I was thinking, I have half of the group, which is with me, Versailles.
Are you talking about Versailles, not the
No,
Louvre?
I'm talking about the
Ah.
I would like,
Yeah, okay,
when you
sorry,
have
yeah,
to
yeah.
stop.
Sorry.
I was thinking I would like to give them time to have lunch on your side at the market.
Nice.
So maybe I can not like 15 minutes later, I don't know, even though I don't feel like taking the risk, but just in case, worst case scenario. While instead the other ones are around. So I was kind of thinking that since they have the name tickets, I could give them the tickets and they could go to Antwerp early.
Yeah.
They could
You can
do
try,
that.
yeah. But you know that the road to Versailles is closed, so you have to go around.
No, I didn't know, of course.
No.
What do you mean you have to go around? What do you mean? Is because of the Tour de France. It's because of the
No,
Olympics again.
No. 3 or 4 weeks ago, just before the tunnel, you know, when you go out to the side, you know, the tunnel, the center, and they found that the road had started to, like happened in Genoa, you know, the bridge. So they found it here before it happened.
And one more thing.
So they closed the road. Now going from Versailles into Paris is okay for cars not more than 3.5 tons. So the buses have to go around. It takes about 1 hour depending on the traffic. It's Saturday, so it's good.
So 1 hour from Paris or 1 hour extra?
No, 1 hour from Paris. From like the Arc de Triomphe, normally you could do it in 30 or 40 minutes.
Because
now it's 1 hour.
I checked from my hotel.
Yeah?
My hotel is Créteil.
Today, yes.
So it is kind of 50 minutes from me. And it was kind of half an hour from Versailles.
Okay, I mean that's good because very good.
Maybe
Because
I
you're in the
skip
south,
it.
you skip it. But when you come back to Paris, you have to count that you need to go through round. Normally, it's I don't remember. I've refused to do Versailles this year because it's
Yeah,
gone
I
crazy
know
out
that.
there.
So let's say from the end of the tour, from Versailles, the parking is still
20
the
minutes.
same.
Add 20 minutes that we normally have going into Paris. Add 20 minutes now.
20 minutes extra.
Yeah.
So I have to come with 1 hour at least.
It's Saturday,
get
so it
to
might
the
be well
Louvre.
to get to do.
Like, let's say Versailles Saturday when the works and stuff.
The thing is that they close as well tomorrow. They will close all of Concorde. So everyone's going to be confused around the Concorde. So, and to get to the Louvre, I would do avoid city center, go up on the peripheric, come down, come in, let's say Malesherbes, maybe.
Tell me, I won't remember.
Tomorrow, tu évites Concorde, tout ce qui est son de Concorde, tu évites. Tu viens de l'Opéra pour aller, on peut pas faire autrement. Ça prend 1 heure environ de aller de Versailles à Paris avec le A13 qui est coupé. Donc, faut partir à l'heure et surtout pas passer par proche de Concorde.
Combien de temps avant le Louvre?
Moi, je partirai 1h15 avant pour être sûr.
Donc j'ai le ticket.
Gucci.
Look here, we see the cafes again. You saw them before, and you see Café de Flore. It's here where Simone de Beauvoir and Jean-Paul Sartre, the French existentialists in the 1950s, they used to sit here and write. And these are so old-fashioned, typical Parisian cafes with waiters that have the apron and everything. It's so typical Paris. And next cafe is where Hemingway used to sit, and also Baldwin, the African American writers, Baldwin and Wright, they used to sit here as well. Hemingway, F. Scott Fitzgerald. So this is really. Huh? Ah non, tu vas tout droit, toi. Ouais. Si, qu'on est arrivé. And there you have the Canadian Monument on the right-hand side. I think your claim is much nicer, that's for sure. I'm not even saying that to flatter you. That's not in competition either. So this, if you like rum, you don't have really time, and maybe you come back to Paris. The rum place that will come on the left-hand side. They have rum from everywhere in the world, and they have been there since the 1920s. There's a real institution in Paris. Don't forget we have the French West Indies. They do really good rum there. So it's something that's actually in the places like Guadeloupe, Martinique. They're still French actually. And it's like, but it's very far away from here. But look here, La Remerie. Oh, there's plenty of people in there drinking the nice rum. No, yeah, sorry. So yeah, start 1 hour 15 minutes. I will start from my side to be sure, because you can't really miss your stop times.
No.
So that's.
If I leave at 1, I have to think it's about 2:50. The worst is at 2:50.
be that we are not in the Basel either. That's not possible.
Yeah, because I am. I have 9:50.
Yeah.
So I have maybe she does 2 shifts, right? Like Gardens, it's 2 hours,
Or-
right?
If you really want to be on the safe side, leave aside, leave them time to. If it's not really.
Now it's 26, it's going to be just 1 hour. 1 hour in the
Yeah,
castle,
yeah, yeah.
and then 3 time in the gardens. So it was like 10, and then now like say till 12. I also like
If you want to be on the safe side, it's not raining. I don't know what's going to be raining tomorrow. One lunch place close to the Louvre, which is really nice, is the Palais Royal. There, you know, there's a Grand Prix. They can even make a picnic if the weather's nice. Palais Royal is really nice to eat in. And,
I actually
cafes
think
around,
that's
yeah.
exactly what I recommend to the ones which are sitting
Yeah.
here. Is that we pass by,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
other one, so the square.
Yeah.
What's the square?
The kilo shop.
yeah, I don't know. I never
You
can
remember.
don't
sell
I
by
never
weight.
remember.
I know perfectly
I know
the
it,
spot,
yeah.
but I don't know
Yeah.
either. So I showed
Fountain
them,
Square,
and I said, look, supermarket,
Yeah.
La Royale, so this is what I told them. We could rejoin there.
I think
Let's
honestly,
see how's the
if
weather.
I'd been you, I'd probably do that. Because look at the traffic, you never know.
No, I know.
So-
I'm
and
terrified. The
yeah, I
only
know.
one time that I got in advance to the Louvre,
Yeah.
I got a marathon at the last kilometer.
Yeah.
I had to keep running,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
got one of
And
my
at least if you go straight away, you can always tell yourself, I did everything in my possible
Yeah.
to you know.
Yeah.
It's difficult, but I think it's really nice to stay at the beach. And honestly, I wouldn't risk it. Palais Royal is really nice as well.
Yeah. I think this is going to be the one.
If it would have been a boring place for them to eat, yeah, but it's not.
Well, and also if we manage to arrive earlier, they have also time to sit in a proper restaurant.
Yeah, exactly.
Which they didn't even have today. Today was
No.
kind of.
You know,
easy
one of my
to see.
favorites is by on the Square Colette. You just in the entrance to the Palais Royal. There's a big cafe.
Yeah, it's
And that's
the
why
one with
really-
the sculptures in front of the metro
Exactly.
station. Very
I
cool.
love that cafe, and it's not that expensive. It's quite reasonable,
Yeah.
and the food is really. It's not very simple food, but it's
Is it
really
a
good.
grocery?
Yeah, exactly. And it's really, and I love sitting there. It's
Yeah, because you see all the people passing by.
Yeah, exactly.
It's typical.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
it's one of my favorite places. I think it's really well.
I hope at least it doesn't rain. Because if it pours, then
Yeah.
everything gets worse. We'll see.
Now we're not far from Châtelet now. Just at the end, next next lights, it's on left. We cross the bridge, and then they are at Châtelet. And just hoping, praying that there's no blockage there. Non, prochain feu. Ah, ici, mais le prochain feu. Et on arrive à Boulevard Saint-Michel. Et là, on traverse direct. Et on arrive. Et là où tu étais, là où tu as débuté, tu as commencé, c'est parfait. Si la place est libre, c'est nickel. C'est mieux que l'hôtel de ville. Et l'hôtel de ville, c'est pas légal. La seule place légale, c'est 2 places vers le Tour Saint-Jacques. C'est tout ce qui est légal. Donc, tu es
ok.
aussi bien là.
Je savais pas.
Ouais.
Pas le choix.
L'hôtel de ville, c'est pas légal.
Parce que place
Mais c'est
Châtelet,
toléré.
C'est blanc,
Voilà.
tu peux rien faire.
Il n'y a que 2 places. Non, pas ici, pardon. Voilà. Ah oui, voilà. Et non, tu peux pas en plus. Non, c'est vraiment ça. Mais tout le monde s'arrête à l'hôtel de ville, mais c'est pas légal. C'est pas...
S'il n'y a pas de. On peut pas s'y faire.
Mais tu sais pourquoi j'adore que les gens le font? Parce que un des 2 mecs qui est responsable du tourisme et de circulation à Paris, il a son bureau là. Et ça l'énerve, il a dit quand je suis à une réunion avec eux. Il dit, mais ça m'énerve, il s'arrête pile devant ma fenêtre là. Je dis, ah bah là, faut faire des parkings à Paris pour les gars.
Tu veux faire marcher.
Yeah, that one did. Most of them are just normal.
T'es obligé de rire.
Yeah.
On arrive à la gare ou à l'aéroport avec les bagages de métro.
These lanes look a little thicker.
Ouais, ils sont partis.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Right.
Yeah, you don't have any lines,
No, honestly, you are a little bit late.
but you just gotta drive.
Hey, they know the situation in Paris now. Honestly, if they can't be that.
No, but these guys are
Yeah, no, the ones in Britain were very thin,
like
very narrow.
I grew up in Seattle and I have to drive in Seattle.
Ah,
And just that's
the answer was
no.
you know I'm going
Cedric.
Okay, okay. Good.
Gonna be there like 3-4 times. Almost 9. Never from.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I like films. I really, I know that some tour directors said, I want to be something else.
This is
I
not
think it's
films.
good.
This is
I saw
not
films. Okay.
No, films. I've been there.
I like films.
One at a time.
It's like,
The thing that they call pizza, which
Yeah, they call
in
it, I
my
know.
heart is not.
I know.
It's really good though. If I don't
Yeah.
think about it as pizza, it's
No,
really
it's
good.
not pizza. It's
kinda-
from the flammekuchen. It's a tough flambe from Alsace.
Alsace.
It's a speciality from Alsace. It's really nice.
Yeah, by like
But-
on EF menus they write
A pizza, yeah, I know.
pizza-like
Something.
thing, and
We-
it's not.
The tour director when I had Giuliano, the Mountain guy from Naples, he said, "Yes, we're going to eat Alsatian pizza." He was
Giuliano
like,
was
he was
stopped in his
joking. He
heart.
was like, "Don't call it pizza."
We're quite strict on the pizza topic. By the way, it is really good. I
That's
like
really-
it.
yeah, it's
The
really
guys
good.
are nice. It's really nice. It's
So this is a normal restaurant show. So
no,
okay.
this is another chain because I think a small one because
Yeah.
I think it's not the only one. It's called a name that I cannot pronounce, like Coeur.
Actually, the Brits.
Ah,
Yeah,
right,
Brits
yeah.
is the
So they do that at
Celtic
Oslo
name. Oh, that's good.
which is really good.
Yeah, that's really,
Really good.
That's
One
from
of my
Brittany.
favorite.
Brit is the name of Brittany on Britain. The Britain, their language.
Okay.
So that's why
so
great.
Bring me heart. Oops, I did it again. Alright. Got it.
So guys, perfect. We are not that far now. We're hopefully crossing our fingers that this will be the last of the traffic jams we saw. And on the right hand side you will see the Roman ruins. You see how good the Romans were at building. This is from 200 after Christ. On the right hand side in the corner there, that's used to be Roman baths, because the Romans were building. Remember I told you they came here in 52 before Christ, and they built things here, and they were very clean. It's actually for the soldiers because they would strengthen them with the hot and cold baths, and it's still standing. See how good the Romans were at building, huh? Incredible. And we have quite a few Roman statues and Roman ruins here, and even a special friendship with Rome, because Paris since 1860 is built on 7 hills like Rome. So we have a special friendship with the Romans. They can go free into all city museums in Paris, and we can go free in all city museums in Rome, if we can prove that. And there's also a city in United States that is built on 7 hills. Difficult to know. I don't think that you would know it. It's really, I didn't know it until last year when people from that town told me. Cincinnati. Cincinnati is built on 7 hills. They also have a special friendship with Rome. So we have both gotten statues of Romulus and Remus and the wolf, so from Rome, and theirs actually got stolen the other year, but they're going to get a new one apparently. So, but we still have one here in the Latin Quarter, old Roman neighborhood. And Lutèce on the left hand side, the cafe, that's Lutèce, it's the old Roman name of the city. Paris was called Paris first of the Paris people, and the Romans came and renamed it to Lutèce, Lutetia, which was the Roman name of the city. So when you see a cafe, it's called Lutèce, it's always named after the Roman name of the city of Paris. And then we switch back to Paris. Oh, the traffic jams. Now it's weekend, it's probably going to be better in the weekend. Hopefully. Ouais, c'est bien. Ouais, je sais. Ouais, je sais. je fais un tour le matin et un le soir, à l'après-midi. Je fais 2 tours par jour.
Le soir, tout le monde va travailler.
Ouais, c'est vrai. We're now by Place Saint-Michel, with the fountain on the left-hand side. This is like the heart of the Latin Quarter. A lot of students often come here. And the Notre Dame Cathedral, look on the right. We saw it before, we see it again. It's nice, huh? So happy that the spire is up again, and you'll soon be there to be able to go in next year. And I'm not gonna scream of joy yet, but it doesn't look that bad. It should be okay. See the entrance here, that's to the Sainte-Chapelle, where they had the most beautiful stained glass windows in the world. They are amazing, that little chapel made to house the crown of thorns of Jesus. Valentina,
Your watch.
often I forget it. Often I don't think really we need it, but they told us.
No, I
They
know,
tell
I
us
know.
to take it.
I know. And my bad, because when
No, I
we
forget it.
walk, it's easy for me to like,
Yeah.
remember that it's about to finish and I have to continue. And I relaxed too much.
That's good. That's
1
good.
minute.
I'm happy you're relaxed. That's
Yeah.
better for everyone. Not stress. So, as soon as I get older, I stop stressing. It's no use.
No, all of the stress is gone this morning. Once I went through the security there,
Yeah.
everything was starting
She just chill.
to like flowing.
Yeah.
And it's fine. Tomorrow's gonna be a little bit more thrilling. Day after tomorrow, someone comes. That just means that everything gets easier to be.
Yeah. That means sometimes we have to have a bit of adrenaline up.
That's why I
It's
do this
fine.
job.
It's our job, yeah, exactly.
That's
But
why I do this job. To be honest, I don't like to be touring in Italy. But after London and Paris, it's kind of okay. Now, nothing bad will happen. Even if the worst happen, I know how to fix it.
yeah, you're at home as well. Look on the left-hand side. That's the entrance to the Palace of Justice. We have a new one actually out in the outskirts of Paris now. That is the new Palace of Justice. But this is still being used for some trials, especially when there are high, famous things. So they have to put on trial. They often use this one. And now we're coming where we started. So we're gonna stop over at the Châtelet. There are 2 big theaters there. There's a lot of cafes around, and in the middle you have a fountain. This fountain is actually a fountain made by Napoleon Bonaparte. When he took power and he made himself emperor, he knew that not everyone would like him, but he asked one of his men, the high people working for him, saying, "How would I make myself popular with the Parisians?" Because they didn't really like him. He was from the south, from Corsica, and they said he told him that you give the Parisians free drinking water, then they will love you. Because in Paris this time, beginning of 19th century, we had really polluted water. So many people were alcoholics because they drank water. Instead of water, they drank beer and wine. They didn't ever have a choice. And we only had fresh drinking water for like 2 hours a day, and they had to pay for it. So he had made several canals, and he brought fresh drinking water in from outside into Paris, and he made like 20 fountains. This was one of the biggest ones. It's called the palm tree fountains because there are palm trees on it, and it's also very smart because if you look at this fountain here, it's not on today, but it's actually the wing up there. That's the victory, goddess of victory. She's standing up there, and it's celebrating one of his victories in Egypt. So a lot of the Egyptian team on it. So it was propaganda at the same time that it was functioning as a fountain. It's quite a smart guy, Napoleon.
What's your last name?
Montella.
Montella.
Montella. Like Vincenzo.
Yeah.
Nobody. Always a problem when I go to Italy because people just start speaking Italian to me very quickly. They're like, no. I mean, it's Montella. So yeah, no, it doesn't help. And we're almost there. Yay!
Huh? Yes. Here, my brother should.